wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. No, don't get her pissed. It's Jason. Call till you spaz. And they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Yeah, hello. Welcome to the Wednesday KVJ show. Here we go. Look at that. Wednesday. Just that fast, huh? Bam. Look at it. Week's already flying by, y'all.
That's what happens when you take Monday off and start on a Tuesday.
It's good stuff.
It's real good.
I love a 5-day week. I like a full.
Shut up. You don't speak for me.
Yeah, so we're getting there. We got a little World Record Wednesday coming up today.
Did you bring the ingredients?
I did.
All right.
I did. I was up late making the concoction.
The failure concoction?
Yeah.
That's what we're calling it.
So much prep to have so much loss.
I do feel that way. I've spent a lot of money on that bit, and for what?
Prep and cash and time and effort and failure every time.
But it's fun.
I would like to do an itemized list of all of the stuff I bought for World Record Wednesday and just see how much failing costs.
Put a price to it.
Failing turns out is expensive.
It's very expensive.
Today it's, Jello with a chopstick?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a disaster.
Okay.
But who knows? One of these days, maybe the bird rises above.
Yeah, periodically you do surprise us.
Every now and then.
How do you do with chopsticks?
I struggle.
How do you think those mitts do with chopsticks?
I'm more of a, plastic spoon kind of a guy.
Okay,
but,
all right.
The man loves a spork.
I do love a sport.
All right, well, we're going to put it to the test just after 8 o'clock today. We got the whole bunch of stuff, including your keyword to Key West for a 3-day, 2-night trip for two to the Casa Marina in Key West. So we got a lot going on here today. Dial us up either on the radio, on Kvj Tv on YouTube, or the free 97.9 WRMF app.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, lots of artists getting pulled over. We'll start with DaBaby. DaBaby was questioned by Miami police following a shooting that left 2 people injured and 1 critically injured.
Jeez.
Cops had to interview DaBaby as a part of their investigation. I guess there were several popular restaurants where he was around, and then the shooting happened.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like on South Beach. I think I saw some of the footage somebody had got.
I saw like 3 different pieces of footage that were on social media from this weekend of gunshots ringing out in Miami.
Yeah, there was a lot. Well, there was the mass shooting that happened.
Yes.
That was on the border of Wynwood and Overtown.
Yes.
And, I think 2 people died in that. Like 21 or 22 people were injured in that one.
What's going on, Miami?
Yeah, it was a crazy weekend. Like I said, there's just a lot of insane things happening in South Florida.
Scary stuff. Your boy Machine Gun Kelly also got questioned by police.
Okay.
I guess he was riding on his motorcycle, and helmets are not rock and roll, Kevin.
They're not.
No, they're not.
He was not wearing a helmet, and so the cops were like, it's California, you gotta wear a helmet, douche. Now, Megan Fox was on the back of the motorcycle. She had on a helmet.
If you're questioned for a murder, or they just want to talk to you, is that where you become a person of interest? That's different than a suspect, correct? Person of interest,
yes.
You're just talking to them because you want to get some facts and details.
First, they just talk to you. Then, if they think you may have been involved, you're a person of interest. And then, if they want to step it up, then they call you a suspect.
According to my murder shows, Kev, they always act like they're your friend at first. Hey, you want a ciggy? You want some coffee?
Yeah, they buddy up to you.
For me,
so if they're really nice to you, just know they think you did it.
Yeah, if they give Virginia a cup of crawfish, or they give me a can of squirt, they think we've done it.
There you go.
In the interview room, they walk in with a cup of crawfish.
You might want some crawfish.
Yeah, something to relax you.
Yeah.
Your boy Billy from the Karate Kid is talking about how much nicer it is now that Cobra Kai is popular at these conventions. I guess they've been doing them all along.
These conventions have been going on since the 90s. People have sent me some really cool stuff, and I guess it is depressing for them before.
It was depressing, but not anymore. Not with how popular Cobra Kai is.
Yeah, they're launching what, 4 seasons, something like that on
Fourth
Netflix?
one, and it's going to be great because they're bringing back my favorite character.
Oh,
Good
yeah?
for him.
Terry Silver. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I love it now because, up to that point, I was the table that the dads would walk by with their kids and go, they'd walk up and go, I just want my kid to meet you. This guy was the biggest asshole.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. They walk away, that was the thing. Now I got people coming up going, hey, I love you on the show.
It's funny, too, Billy Zabka and the character, I don't feel like they're different. I feel like he's playing himself, sort of.
Okay.
In a good way. He's so likable in this series. They really did a great job of make you pull for him and the Kais.
He turned it around.
Well, it just shows you that maybe the Karate Kid, Daniel, was the jerk.
Oh, the little flip on it.
Getting deep early on a Wednesday. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jay Bird?
Well, I'm excited because I'm in the middle of making my little homemade studio. Like I had at my old place when I was renting at the townhouse. I had to make a temporary studio. So when we do a Virginia studio, it was a temporary thing. You have to break things down. It was annoying. But now, because I have my house, I'm trying to build a cozy studio. It doesn't have to move, where I can interview a Kevin Ralston.
Whoa.
Fancy.
That's big stuff.
The man behind the mic.
You booked him yet?
I haven't booked him yet. I'm gonna have my producer reach out to him.
Okay.
He wants to see pictures of the studio before he signs off.
Well, we're in the middle of we're still under construction. We just knocked out part of the closet. You can see that video on our TikTok where I legit hit my finger. I'm not great with tools. But
We know.
That's okay.
Yeah, I saw you cut your other finger with a butter knife.
Yeah.
a
Or
plastic knife.
Yeah. Poor hands.
I legit drew blood on that, which I thought was kind of impressive.
Yeah.
Who cuts themselves with a plastic butter knife? But I did want to make a programming note because of the studio, because we still have some issues with our scheduling. Weird Whatever is going to be scrapped until school is over, and then we're going to go back to 11 o'clock right after our podcast. So you'll have KVJ in the morning, you'll have After the Show podcast with KVJ, and then Weird and Whatever during the daytime on Wednesday.
Thank you.
It's going to be easier for us, and it'll be a better experience for the audience. We've been trying to do it on Zoom, and it's been okay to, give the people something, but man, I'm not a fan of the Zoom. It's pretty rough, Kevin.
Okay.
It's good for meetings but if you're trying to do a podcast and Denny's makes a great one-liner and then there's a delay, it's kind of unenjoyable or terrible or awful. So
I get it. There's a lot of words you could use for that.
that's all I got. But when I do have the studio up, I want to book the first interview, the Kevin Ralston one-on-one.
Fancy.
Oh, that's big stuff.
Yeah, I want to know a little bit more about this guy.
Oh,
Okay.
get deep.
I want to get real deep.
Wow. Okay. I got a lot to say.
Do I have a verbal commitment?
Oh, I could do it. Yeah.
You have to come to the house, though.
Okay. I'm all right with that. I'm dying to get to your house.
Wait in the lobby.
I gotta wait in the lobby.
You got to sign in. Oh, it's going to be a whole thing.
Quite a to do here.
I'm going to give you the experience.
Okay. What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I'm putting together, much like yourself, my little summer vacation plans. And, I'm very excited to be driving up and going to visit Grandma. Grandma lives in Bowling Green, about a mile from where my dad lives. He brought her down there just to keep her safe, and she's in her 90s. And so we can't really get Grandma to travel, so we have to go to Grandma and spend some time with her.
Mm-hmm.
But on the way back, I have made a decision.
Okay.
I'm going to stop at these places just south of Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Right on the fringe of the Great Smoky Mountains.
Yeah.
Because they have mountain roller coasters where
wow.
they build these roller coasters in the side of the mountain.
Okay. Yeah.
And the mountain is the gravitational pull that brings the roller coaster down the mountain. I did this when I was up visiting my friend in the Poconos a few years ago. ago, and I loved a mountain roller coaster. It's way less intimidating than a real roller coaster, so I know I can get Rocco on it.
Okay.
And it's so much fun.
It's weird. I'm really scared of heights, but I do love me a roller coaster.
You would love a mountain roller coaster because you're never up high. You're literally on the mountain.
It's more of kind of like when you're talking about going to the rapids, Kev, on the big. Is it the drain? The brain drain? Is that the big one that?
Yeah.
It's the waiting on the ride is the scary part, not the actual ride.
But that water slide that's built into the little mountain at the rapids is not intimidating at all.
No, it's not. Yeah, because you don't. Yeah.
That's the concept I'm going for, so I can get Rocco on these roller coasters. There's 5 of them right there at the Great Smoky Mountains.
Okay.
Right around like Gatlinburg.
Is it, okay, yeah, I was going to say, I was just curious what town it is. I know that area pretty well. Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, right there.
Yes, that whole area. So that's where I'm going to go after we visit Grandma.
And they got Dollywood there.
They do
Pigeon
have
Forge.
Dollywood.
Yeah.
Do you have a roller coaster from your past that sticks out that go, oh my gosh, that was the craziest one I ever went on? Because mine was in Pennsylvania at Idlewild Park. It was the craziest roller coaster. I couldn't believe that was legal. Hopefully, it has that kind of excitement to it.
Anything at the Hockin County Fair, because you were on whatever these roller coasters were, and you would just see parts flying off of them.
And you look at the guys that put it together, and they don't give a F.
You were literally holding the thing together by yourself.
That has a different level of fear.
That was a different level. What I got on my mind here today, Jaybird, you were talking about how like the worst pain you ever had was that tooth pain. What was it that you had?
My wisdom tooth taken out.
Oh, is that you had to get your wisdom tooth?
It was my back wisdom, and I still have another wisdom tooth in the back that the dentist said you might as well just start getting used to thinking about, having that out of your head.
Is it impacted or is it out?
No, my only the one that I have, the one that caused me the problem is the one that's out right now. I only have one taken out, but it was awful. It was worse than my kidney.
No, I mean, is it covered up by skin or is it exposed?
It's finally covering up. It takes a while. They took it out, and I kind of feel like a little divot there, but it feels it's gone. I really don't know what you're asking me.
Yeah, you don't understand the question.
They took out my wisdom tooth.
No, the one that you still have to get out. Is it impacted?
No, it's fine. It doesn't hurt at all. Yeah, he just said that because you never know.
Yeah.
Because wisdom teeth are awful.
I'm thinking though, I mean, if it's not crunching your other teeth and it's not bothering you.
It didn't bother me.
Yeah, I still have my wisdom teeth, and I haven't messed with it because, I'm like, why bother?
Well, the thing is, like, I have propensity to have crooked teeth. I had to wear braces and Invisalign. So Mags has the same thing, propensity for crooked teeth. And her wisdom teeth are coming in and making the other teeth going to be crooked. And so if you have that, you should take them out unless you want to have a jacked up grill.
Gotcha. Right. I do not have that.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
You're very lucky.
That's why I've kept mine in. But, I know you've dealt with back pain. You've dealt with the tooth pain. And you'd said that the tooth was maybe the worst pain that you'd had.
Well, even the donating of the kidney, I was, people warned me, dude, you're going to be laid up. It's going to be rough. And I would put third over the tooth in the back.
Wow.
Honestly. Yeah, for me personally.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know what it is because it was about a week, almost 2 weeks ago now, 2 weeks tomorrow. I had a crown put on a tooth, and now I think it's the tooth next to it. And I don't know if it's because, and I told you it was the most painful trip I'd ever had to the dentist. They just couldn't get it numb enough. And every time they would hit it with the air gun or the water, it was, you would jump out of the chair. And they're like, you're fighting with this. So like, you need to relax. I'm like, how do you relax when you would take this gun and start to put it in your mouth?
You're like Rocco. You're a combative patient.
Well, they're like, you got to relax. But I'm like, I'm trying my best.
You're in pain.
Right. I'm trying my best to not clench up. But when you know that a searing shoot of pain is going to go through your entire body, you should
be numb. I don't know why you're not numb. And you shouldn't be feeling a lot of that if they're doing stuff to you and you're feeling it, that's kind of
it was tough. Yeah, it was brutal. So I don't know what it is. I'm almost 2 weeks out, and the last couple of nights, I have had the pain. Luckily, I thought, you know what, maybe I'll try some aspirin, and I did. I was able to, the pain went away, and I was able to get some sleep. And now I'm getting to the point like it's waking me up in the night. I got to take some aspirin, then it's like I can sleep again.
And that aspirin's it's not gonna work after a while. I was eating aspirin like Pez for about 4 days, and I finally go, this is not going away.
Yeah, that's why I was, saying that. And like, okay, so I guess I got to go back in. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the tooth I had done. Because she was saying something, she's like, I don't know, maybe we need to do a root canal when she was talking about it.
You might have to get a root canal.
But I just got a cap on, so it's like, I don't know. But it's like all these expenditures, and now, of course, my wife's all upset because she's like, well, what are we going to do? She's like, we need money for vacation. She's like, we spent all this. She's like, we don't have money for this.
Unfortunately, sometimes you need a root canal, and that's the best way to.
I know.
If not, you're going to stay in pain. That's what sucks about teeth. You finally have to go. Oh crud! I got to get a root canal.
Yeah, she's like, well, we just can't afford it now. I'm like, well, but the only other option is like I'm not sleeping very well, and I'm like, I'm gonna lose. I think I might go insane.
Do you need to get my dad on the phone because he made his own tooth, and he might be able to make
My
you
wife
one.
would love that. If he doesn't really charge anything, she'd be all for it.
This will totally be for
This
free.
is the worst idea.
Yeah, she
ever.
don't mind my mouth's jacked up forever as long as we can save some money.
The queen would be if my dad can make a legit
She would do
tooth
it.
for
She'd be like,
Kevin.
book it.
All right, I will text my dad.
That would be her offer. She'd be like, book him immediately.
I can get that
He's
juice.
free good.
I can
Take
get
it.
the juicy daddy on the phone, Virginia.
Yeah.
Do you love your dentist, Kevin?
She's been fine.
Okay,
Yeah, my dentist
okay.
has been fine. Like I said, the only one that was was tough was just the last one that I had done.
She's telling you need a root canal, and I think you're kind of saying, "Oh, I'll be all right," but you probably need a root canal. It's only going to get worse for you, the tooth, and the teeth involved.
No, I'm feeling that. I know that. So I know I got my own feelings, and I got the wife is like, we don't have the money for this. I'm like,
You gotta go. You gotta take care of your teeth. You can't put this on the back burner. When Panda had to go, he got an emergency root canal because he let it wait too long, and it costs double when you go on an emergency dental visit. Just so you know.
That's what happened to me. I had an emergency. I could not even drive. It was at 11 o'clock at night. I had to finally go.
Yeah, you got
It was terrible.
You got to
Yeah.
just take care of it today. Book an appointment. Go in there and do it. We had to put it on a credit card because it was so much, and then just pay it off over like 6 months.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, and there's other people saying, yeah, they have a really hard time getting numb, and they couldn't figure out, why it was taking so much. I don't know if it's metabolism or what it is. I guess some people just
It's
have a tough
irony.
time.
It's irony because a guy who pretty much is numb all the time can't get numb when he needs to.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're not really emotional. You're not really
so you're-
dramatic.
so
you
you
don't really
are-
have a lot of feelings.
You're in physical pain. Let's kick you down. Insult your
I knew it was
personality.
an insult. I just
Yeah,
didn't know.
it
I
was-
was trying to understand the insult. I don't know why.
Those are the best ones where you know
Yeah.
it's an insult, but you have to kind of
I'm like,
go
okay,
through the woods to get there.
Where's the insult here? Yeah, okay. There it is.
Feel better, Kev.
There it is.
Good luck.
Yeah, so just if anybody's, dealt with it, somebody was saying, I heard that Tylenol is the best for tooth pain. Thank you for that.
It is, but you're past that.
Yeah, and you're putting a Band-Aid on it. You need to just book an appointment, go in there. Don't book an emergency appointment, but just say, I need the next available appointment. Let's look back at this thing.
And I'm not sure it's great to constantly eat aspirin or Tylenol
It's
either.
not.
I know it's
actually
not.
good. It's not good for your kidneys.
Right, and that's why, but the only
Or your
other option
liver.
is I wouldn't have slept for 3 days, and I'm not even sure I'd be here. I'd probably be out wandering in the woods.
Brother, I hear you. I'm not supposed to be eating aspirin or anything. That's because of my kidney. And
Yeah.
I was eating. I don't care. I need something.
Yeah,
I
you're
know.
just like, you got to have some kind of trade-off.
I was
so.
doing the cowboy medicine. I was drinking whiskey.
Oh,
which
boy.
Dentist said not the best move.
Now I got to
Yeah.
go to AA.
I blame my tooth for my drinking problem.
That's what it is. So, yeah, I tell you, if anybody's ever had that, boy, I sympathize with you because I am going through it. Man, it rocks your world. Well, I noticed the other day when we were out doing a little paddleboard races that there was a lot of people kayaking as well. I've done that with the Mexican Queen. Which one would you say is better if you've done both? Is it kayaking or paddleboarding?
I like kayaking better.
I like paddleboarding better.
You do?
I do.
Okay, why do you like paddleboarding better?
I liked being up higher. The kayak to me was just kind of like, I don't know, I couldn't see as much. I didn't feel as powerful. I loved being on that paddleboard.
Well, you're a woman of the sea. You want to be above. You want to, I get it. It makes sense. And to me, kayaking is just cozier and more relaxing.
Yeah, it feels like you don't go as fast in a kayak, and I could be completely wrong with that, and it may have been the waters that I was on because I did it in different locations.
And that's fine. We go too fast anyway. You slow down.
We had the team, too, that gave us those racing paddle boards because they're the ones that do the crossing from the Bahamas to Florida for cystic fibrosis, which is coming up in a few weeks. They were showing us how to do it, and they brought those super fast paddle boards.
Yeah. So maybe that was part of it. I think that I'm leaning paddleboarding, but I don't know why. And somebody's making the argument for kayaking. They said you get to sit, less stress on the knees and the back. Plus, you got storage space for snacks and drinks.
To me, it's way better. Standing too long, you're too vulnerable. Too many things can come at you and peck you.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's interesting. We'll put that up on the KVJ Twitter. See what the people are saying, paddleboarding or kayaking.
So you're not looking to get pecked.
Look, once you've been attacked by one bird, it changes your perspective on everything.
That's all it takes. Okay, so which do you think is better, slow dancing or booty shaking?
I mean, it depends on what kind of girl I'm into at that moment. Am I feeling like I want to be a booty shaker, or do I want to dance slow? It's all about what I think what my mood is.
I mean, I always pull for booty shaking.
You're a better booty shaker than you are a slow dancer.
You're right.
Slow dancing's too, I don't know, nice and sweet. I'm going to go, I like booty dancing.
I think it just feels like you're having more fun when you're booty shaking. Than if you're slow dancing.
You can booty shake and you can be on your own and make it happen. You don't need a partner. Slow dancing by yourself looks weird. It looks like edibles just kick in.
Okay, all right. That's another question that we got up there. All right, what do you think is better, a blues bar or a jazz club? Blues bar or a jazz club?
What's the difference?
I mean, they're kind of close because a lot of times if you're in a jazz club, you'll hear blues. And if you're in a blues bar, you'll hear jazz.
I would say the ones that I've seen that are different. And when I lived in Kansas City, I lived right down the street from a bar called the Phoenix. And it was really cool. And I would go there. And what it felt like for the jazz club was it was maybe a little bit more swanky with the music. The music is subtly different, but it looked like a little bit more of a dress-up kind of crowd. You would have more of kind of like a strong, neat drink in your hand. It kind of had that a little bit more sophistication, whereas a blues bar, like when I've gone to it, it was a little bit more casual. It was a little bit more laid back.
It's more raw, too. More of the feeling.
Yeah, I mean, both of them have their levels of impromptu. I think with the music, where they kind of take off and run and do that. So there's a lot of similarities in the music. But I would say that one is just the biggest difference for me. One's more formal, one's more casual.
Give me the blues. I want to sing the blues.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you like a sad song.
Sad guy.
I just think blues bar is more my speed. Jazz, you're right. I got to get this suit. I got to worry about spilling my red drink on it. Give me the blues.
He drinks a fruit punch cocktail.
I think it's a classier drink.
Virginia, what would you say that you are? You're from New Orleans?
I would go jazz bar, a little bit more upscale. I like to put on a cute dress, have a glass of champagne. I don't want to have sad music.
I just like the concept. If you go to a blues bar, nobody can leave without singing the blues. And I just like that. You can't leave without singing the blues.
Everybody in the crowd?
Yeah, that's kind of,
you have to come up and sing before you leave?
That's the unwritten rule of the blues.
This place has got a lot worse.
No, nobody leaves without singing the blues.
Yes. Okay. All right. So tell me which is better here. Got a couple different stores for you. Virginia, what do you think? Do you prefer Gucci or Louis Vuitton?
Ooh, that is a tough one. I mean, is price no object?
Yeah, it's just which one do you say is better?
If price is no object, I'm going Louis Vuitton just because I can get more bigger cases and travel bags.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Louis, but I do own more Gucci, so that's weird that I said that.
Okay, Jaybird, for you, TJ Maxx or Marshalls?
That's a great question, and I'm going to go with the Max. I'm a Max
Really?
fan. Well,
She's a Maxinista.
I can buy, low budget shirts that I like, and I can also buy my FAPs. They have fake ass plants at TJ Maxx.
Okay.
I bought a lot of FAPs.
Okay. And for me, when it comes to fashion, to me, the toughest choice would be between Zara or H&M.
Oh, those are a lot similar.
Yeah, they are very similar. And honestly, it's almost kind of like flip a coin, but I've really kind of probably gotten into Zara a little bit more.
If you kidnapped me and then threw me in a Zara, I'd be like, what is this?
I didn't know until a couple of months ago. My wife and daughter into. I think Zara's on TikTok a lot.
Okay.
And so I think that's one reason why they like it. And we've gone to the Zara that they have at Disney Springs, and we went to the one at Aventura Mall.
And it is built for a guy with a frame like yours now. More slim, more trim, more male model.
So what do you say? I have more of a TJ Maxx kind of a frame?
Girl.
See,
Girl, you wouldn't fit in nothing at Zara.
See what's happened? I'm conditioned to insult myself before
You've
she
got
even
to,
does
because
it.
if not, then yeah.
And she still adds on a tagline
Yeah,
at the end.
right.
Gosh, you're such a witch. You changed me.
Okay, which is better, Narcos or Sopranos?
Sopranos. Longer storyline. It had more character development. Sopranos.
Okay. I'm going to go Narcos for a couple reasons. One, it's based all in truth. It's fascinating, so I like all that. A lot of Spanish in there, so I like that part of it as well. And it's been so long since I've seen The Sopranos.
They got that prequel coming out, though, so they're topical again.
Sopranos?
Oh, yeah. It looks good, too. I saw a little trailer.
Okay. What do you think, Virginia?
I don't know. I think I'd give the slight edge to The Sopranos.
Okay.
I really got into that series. I got into Narcos too, but then it was over so quickly, and then I didn't like Narcos Mexico.
I hate to say it, but I do agree with the witch on this for the same exact reasons you're expressing.
Okay. And one more here for you. Who is better, A-Rod or Ben Affleck? J-Lo's men.
Oh, definitely Affleck.
I'm totally going with Batman. I'm not an A-Rod fan,
I think A-Rod he can't get out of his own way. He is such a pimp and a gigolo that even when he had Jello, the hottest girl out there, he could not stop DMing other pieces of tail.
So they're both needy in their own ways. Ben Affleck is more needy he's got a lot of, I think, emotional issues that you're going to have to probably deal with.
I think he has more vices. I
Yes.
think you got one guy, Ben Affleck's the vice guy. I've seen him smoking recently. I think he still smokes. I know he's had some booze issues, and I think he likes the gambling, so he definitely has the vices. And A-Rod's vice is other women, and he can never be faithful.
A-Rod's needy in the worst way, because A-Rod's needy about himself.
He needs validation.
He needs validation.
From hot chicks.
They even said that about when he played on the Yankees, how he was a needy player. Those aren't my words.
I'd rather deal with Ben Affleck and his issues of addiction, because at least it's a fun ride.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my buzz on.
I'm going with Batman, man.
I'm going on Batman's disastrous ride.
We're going to be in the
dysfunction.
casino. There's going to be drinks. I like it.
Good times. I got some celebrity birthdays today, including Wayne Brady, one of Virginia's favorite entertainers. And he's turning 49.
He's a little cocky for my taste.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
Yeah, we've interviewed him. He has a very, very big ego.
I remember we interviewed him. He was very nice.
Yeah. He's a Florida guy. Orlando, went to Dr. Phillips.
Something happened in that first interview. I wasn't on the show yet. And you
The
guys,
first
you guys
interview.
interviewed him. And
The second one, he was nice, but I'm a woman. I hold on to a grudge.
Yeah, she didn't let it go.
The first interview, he was very cocky, and I stand by that statement.
Ruined forever.
Because I remember
Done.
after we interviewed him, I'm like, oh, what a cool dude.
Can't
Yeah.
repair it.
Yeah. Dana Carvey turned 66 years old today. Got a little resurgence of the Wayne and Garth thing on the Super Bowl and the commercial. Also, got to say happy birthday to Amir turning 8. Got a happy birthday to Amir. We're very proud of you and your accomplishments and the positive attitude you've had through this whole year of virtual learning. Very smart, determined. Love mom, dad, your little brother Timur, and Maximus the fish.
Oh, I love it.
Got a birthday you want to get on the KVJ show? You can let us know. Send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, I believe that we've got a new product here. I don't know if you saw the TikTok video with Jaybird and his pizza oven that he has. So impressive.
So there's a lot of debate about that. That's my neighbor's pizza oven.
Oh, it is.
I can't take credit.
Amazing. That's so cool.
I am getting the same pizza oven though, because it is so awesome.
You need to,
so many people were happy about me having a pizza oven.
I was.
I know. I have to go buy one.
That's amazing. You got to go get one now.
I do.
That is you.
It's me.
All right. I believe it is time once again for the Sharks to start circling here, Virginia. All right, the Shark Tank is open and ready. We've got Jaybird and Denny's in here. Saw a TikTok video just the other day with Jaybird operating a pizza oven. It looked like he made an amazingly delicious pizza, Virginia. Everything looked like it went well.
It was good.
It looked delicious.
Okay, so what do you need with the pizza oven? How about the pizza glove-in?
Are you sick of eating cold pizza?
Do you have no time to heat it up?
Well, worry no more, pizza lovers.
Because we're going to tell you about
The pizza glove-in. The pizza glove-in is exactly what it sounds like, a glove that turns into an oven.
Wait a minute, Bird. Are you saying you can heat up your pizza in some type of pizza glove?
That's exactly what I'm saying, my sweet Denny's. It's pizza for the person on the go.
Wow, Bird, that would reshape the entire pizza game as we know it. How does it work?
The pizza glove-in is safely made in a factory where professionals take safety seriously. Our goal is to wear fashionable-looking gloves.
And to heat up some delicious kick-ass pizza.
So stop eating that CAP,
Cold-ass pizza. And start warming up not only your pizza, but your style.
The pizza glove-in. Fashion
Just got delicious.
We're loving. The pizza glove-in.
Okay. All right. It's quite a pitch we just heard, Virginia.
How does it work?
So I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah.
We welcome all kind of questions. Now, the pizza glove-in's made in the factory with the scientists. They know about all of the contraptions, the wirings. We're the idea men. We're the pitch men. We're the face of the company.
How big is it and how much does it weigh?
So it weighs no more than really a slice of pizza. The way it's designed, it's to feel almost like a natural glove where you're able to put the pizza in the glove, you wear it. People won't even know a pizza's in your glove until you pop it out and put it in your mouth.
Wait, the pizza and your hand are in the glove together?
You have a pizza, it's a glove. Okay, there's also a side pouch there where you would put the pizza in
store
there
it.
to store it.
Is it like a toaster?
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. To keep it warm, to keep that pizza fresh, to keep it crisp. Because we in America, we demand fresh, hot pizza.
On the go.
How many pieces does it hold?
Well, it holds one right now, but we are working with a prototype and a company that can maybe do up to 3 slices, so you and your friends can enjoy the pizza glove-in.
Does it have to be plugged in?
So it's going to be either battery operated, and it's for slightly more money. You can do the charging experience where you plug it into a wall.
Okay.
But yeah, these are all. This is more of the idea, the prototype, if you shall.
What if you wear it out into a rainstorm?
Well,
Zap.
It's like any kind of electronic. You're not going to bring your iPad out there. You take it. You gotta
be responsible.
You got to be responsible with it.
We're in South Florida.
Well, I mean, then don't wear it outside.
Okay.
It's always raining.
Well, I mean, clearly you guys are trying to put holes in this pizza glove, which is fine.
I only wear it inside. I got a pizza oven in my house.
Pizza
I
glove.
got a regular oven.
Well, you wear it on sunny days. Wear it on a sunny day. Don't wear it out in the rain.
Okay. All right. Is anybody buying the pizza glove-in?
Chat room loves it. Love it.
They do, huh?
They are into it. They're buying.
Okay.
Like how Denny's writing notes.
All right.
Because we're here to make the product better.
Couple questions coming in here. So will all the cheese and toppings then get stuck inside?
No, not at all. The way it's designed, it's basically kind of designed like a mini oven. So when you put it in there, when you do move your hand around, the pizza will be secure in there. By the way,
It sounds heavy AF.
it's not though. It's going to be no heavier than a slice of pizza, really. So just imagine a slice of pizza on your hand.
So it's a weightless oven? Because the pizza is going to have its weight because it's in there.
It's basically kind of like calculator meets oven meets restaurant.
What?
Yeah, Denny's just drew a prototype.
I drew up a schematic
Thank
real quick for
you.
you
You were
guys.
saying
Denny's.
great pitch, terrible idea.
That's the
I
schematic.
love the jingle.
If you check
Yeah.
out camera 3, you'll see Denny's PT
I'm
prototype.
buying the pitch.
We only have 2 cameras.
Yeah. The pitch is fantastic. The product,
Look, we're here to make you smile.
Okay, that's good. Well, then, mission accomplished for the pizza glove.
We never said we're real inventors.
Okay. All right. These are some relationship facts that you will want to hear. Your Tango kind of brought them down. It's kind of fascinating stuff just to hear how relationships start, how they flourish, even how they die. Some of these stats you got. They say that women are generally most attracted to men 6 years older than they are. Generally attracted to men 6 years older than they are.
Not if we're in our 60s.
Because you're like, oh my gosh, so his balls are 66.
Oh, where my cougs at? Cougs love a guy 20 years younger.
Ladies want to know the absolute way to snag a guy? According to research, it's been studied, it's a smile with a direct gaze.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that does make sense. If you're just walking and some cute girl looks at you, stares at you, you're going to notice that.
And smiles.
And then she smiles. Yeah, that's for a lot of dudes that you're going to be like, all right.
Okay.
Let's explore this. I think that's a great point.
There's a lot of great advice in here. 65% of people tilt their heads to the right when kissing. So what happens when you've got somebody who is not part of the 65 and they meet up with somebody who is?
Donk.
What do you do when you go to, if you're trying to kiss, do you lean to the right?
I go to the right. I'm a right guy.
I think I am too.
Yeah, 65%
Yeah, I am too.
are.
65, okay. All right.
Going into the left, I feel like I'm going to hit your forehead.
Yeah, what about the other 35%? Are they just always
Headbutt.
hitting noses? They say Americans have sex an average of 113 times a year.
Unless you're Kevin Ralston.
You're right. I got to let the world make up for me.
I only said it before the chat room gets you. I'm trying to beat people to the punchline of hurt.
Oh, okay. They say the global average is 103, so America is above the global average.
All right, yeah.
Congratulations.
USA.
What?
USA.
Get it.
USA.
Bone.
29% of Americans have had relations on the first date. And I guess it's 29%.
Wow, that's kind of a lot.
Yeah, on the first date.
That is a lot.
3 out of 10 people are boning on the first date?
First date, yeah. Almost 30%.
I guess that kind of makes sense. 70% is a lot of the population.
This stat brought to you by alcohol.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
33% of one-night stands actually turn into long-term relationships.
Huh.
Yeah, including one text we got said, yeah, hubby and I were a drunken one-night stand 33 years ago, and then I caught him going through my mail the next day because he forgot my name.
Oh.
And I thought he was robbing me.
And they're married.
And they're married now.
Oh, what a great story.
That is a good story. Yeah.
I know somebody that's together. They've been together for 11 years, and they went out, they met, and did it the first night, and have never left each other's sides.
Wow.
Sometimes, yeah, that does work. You just, I guess when you know, you got that kind of connection. And there you go. It can be lifelong. They say that it takes 1 hour for a woman to decide whether she wants another date with a particular guy. I imagine some guys you know pretty quick, but they say on average it takes about 1 hour, and you're thinking, okay, do I like this guy enough to spend another night with him? Or is this a one and done? 1 hour, you have your decision, definitely.
One-night stands are awkward and weird. If you never see the person again, it's weird.
75% of women wouldn't marry an unemployed man. That seems, well, I don't know. Is that right? Or
You shouldn't. Unless he has a really good excuse or some extenuating circumstance. I mean, who wants a leech?
Yeah, barring he's just that wealthy that he doesn't need to work.
And that's fine too. I mean, if he,
Right.
as long as he can pay for.
But there's something.
But it switches though for if a guy's with a girl who's not working, it's different.
I don't have that stat. I've only got this one.
I'm more asking just your opinion on that. Do you think it's different?
Would a guy be more willing? I think there are still some traditional things that happen in our society. I don't think that we're completely there on the financial equality. I think everybody, guys and girls, would probably back me up on that. So I would think that the number would be lower for guys. Just my thought, who say that I wouldn't marry a woman if she was unemployed.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think a guy who makes enough money
Yeah.
and maybe is an old school,
Right.
traditional guy might favor a girl that doesn't work but stays home and does all of the housework and the terrible stuff.
If you're doing your survey in Georgia, I know I'm right.
Making the meatloaf. Is my meatloaf ready?
Making a sandwich whenever he wants it. I mean, he basically just has to snap his fingers, and you got to jump and make a turkey and a ham.
You're describing 1953.
No thanks.
12% of women have dumped a dude because he got fat. 12% of women. In fact, Jaybird, you're telling me that you heard a personal story of somebody that dumped somebody, put on 25 pounds.
25 is not that much.
25 pounds. She said that it changed the way everything went down. Sex. She said the 25 extra pounds, he's got a smaller frame, I guess, and 25 pounds was a lot for him.
Dang.
She said that he would always complain about gaining weight, and it wouldn't do nothing about it. And she said he was lackluster in the bedroom after, and she ended up dumping him.
So his scores started going down with everything, and it was kind of connected to weight.
Yeah, and y'all don't send me email. This is this girl's opinion. Yeah.
He became fat and lethargic.
He became, her words basically is that he became overweight to the point where he got depressed, didn't want to change, complained, and then just was not good in bed anymore, which he was good in bed.
Did she try to help him before she left him, or she just packed a bag?
I don't know. She was going on too long about the story. So I'm like, all right, I got enough.
I get it.
I got enough for the air.
He got fat, you dumped him.
You're shallow. See you later.
I got enough for the air. Thank you.
Well, she'd be part of the 12% in that stat then that have dumped a dude because he got fat. They say around 48% of online daters reported that their breakups occurred via email. It's almost half of online daters.
Could Panda ever get to a weight where you'd come in here quietly, not on the air, and go, he's got to lose weight, if not, I have to leave him?
Well, I wouldn't ever say I'm going to leave him overweight. But there would be numbers that were concerning where I'd be like, all right, I need help to try to figure out how to get him back in a place where he's healthy. But I don't think he would let it get that bad. I mean, he and I are very much alike. We yo-yo. We go up, we go down, but we're not going to go up or down like 100 pounds.
Sometimes when people are struggling like that, they need a little bit of, some people, they could use a bit of a pick-me-up and a little bit of a pep talk. In a supportive way.
Sure.
Not everyone's going to respond to that.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like this guy did not respond to that, because I think she did try to do that. But
The pep talk?
yeah. Oh.
Okay. 42% of married men who are being cheated on say that they're aware of their spouse's affairs. 42% of married men.
42?
How about like you're just staying in it?
You know they're not being honest and faithful, and you just don't care?
That's crazy. That seems crazy high to me. Why would you?
That does seem high.
81% of experts say that the old adage, once a cheater, always a cheater, is absolutely untrue.
I think it's untrue.
Of course it's untrue. Nothing's absolute.
We all grow and learn, and I think when you're young, maybe it's something that a lot of people did and realized, ooh, I hate the way that made me feel.
Some of those statements are just cliches that people say. Oh, once a cheater, always a cheater. Oh, you're always honest when you're drunk. That's not true for everybody. Some people lie a lot when they're drunk.
I only lie when I'm drunk.
Exactly.
Never believe me. Everything I say when I'm drunk is going to be a lie.
Yeah, drunk people tell the truth. That's not true.
No, everything I do is lies. The top 3 activities that people recommend for getting over a breakup are hanging out with friends, exercise, and shopping. So they didn't have drinking or doing tons of blow in there. So
Exercising, maybe because one's changing and one's not.
Well, I think these are all positive things. One, you're hanging out with friends, so you're getting emotional support. You're exercising, so you're physically doing something better for yourself. And you're going out and you're doing some shopping. They say that one, that still powers up those endorphins to help you feel good about yourself. And you're probably buying clothes that are going to make you look better, give you more confidence, and help you back out in the game.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it does.
The best way to get over somebody is get under somebody.
There's one of those cliches again. I don't know if that's true, Virginia.
Yeah, it is.
Especially if they just put on a lot of weight.
It's not always true.
Get out there, make you feel like you still got it.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show. That sucks. That Stinks. You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Kevin is the ugly one in his group of friends, but he doesn't really have any real friends, so he's just ugly. Also, why does his face look like he's been battling malaria all month?
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Dang. The skid marks in my underwear look better than Virginia's face. I thought she did Botox. That's money down the drain. Only thing that is a bigger waste of money is on her salary.
You hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Jaybird's hair makes him look like he sells weed to middle schoolers. He's starting to resemble Albert Einstein, but without all the smarts. If I was Jaybird, I'd go ahead and just retire from life.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
I talked to producer Denny's on the phone, and he sounds like an idiot. His voice sounds terrible for radio, and he always sounds drugged up. If this is the best radio has to offer, I'll stick to my own playlist.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
That sucks.
All right, World Record Wednesday. We're going to see how Jaybird can do at this attempt for eating Jello with chopsticks.
So the Jello I'm confident with. Virginia, you're great with chopsticks. Do you have any pointers that I can use or do for when I attempt this?
Yes. Okay, so first thing you got to do is get different hands.
That's step one.
You got hamburger hands, dude. You're going to fail miserably.
First of all, don't call me dude. I don't like it. Second of all, can you help me out here?
I don't know if I can.
I'm not good at the chopstick part. I was doing a little practicing last night.
Yeah.
I didn't have any Jello. I just had some chopsticks I had left at home.
Okay.
And they were thinner, too. These are Tequesta chopsticks. Very fancy.
They're fatties, but they're wood. They're fat wood. And that's going to be easier and better. I had some other ones that were metal, and I thought, the Jello's going to slide off at ease too easy.
Now, can I spear and eat?
I think any way you want
However
to,
you
but
can
I don't know how that...
Okay. Ooh, okay. I
However
think I
you
got
can
this,
do it.
Kevin.
Okay, there are two variables here. It's time and it's the amount of Jello. How much Jello do you have?
3.2 ounces.
You got 3.2 ounces.
That's the record.
Yep.
Okay.
We measured it on Denny's scale.
Okay, so that's
Look.
exactly 3.2 ounces.
I got it on Kevin, or on
Kevcam?
Kevin Cameron. No, I've got it on the KVG.
What?
KVG. KVG.
What?
KVJ TV. Oh my God.
Are you drinking again on the show?
No, I wish.
If you drink without me and don't tell me and don't share, you're in trouble.
Okay, so we're going to see if you can accomplish this, eating just 3 ounces in a minute. Okay.
Okay, predictions?
Let me see
Jello will
'em.
be
Hold
everywhere.
up to the camera again one more time. Want to get a good look at it? Okay. All right.
And it's orange. It's my. I love orange.
You requested orange.
It gets me going.
Gets me going?
Gets me going.
Okay.
Maybe you should stop focusing on talking. Just focus on the Jello.
So insulting.
Yeah.
So insulting. Right before a challenge.
You're struggling.
Okay, so he's got basically, if you're looking in a paper coffee cup, it is about maybe a third full. That's how much Jello that is.
A little
Trying to
less,
put an
yeah,
idea,
yeah,
probably a little
yeah.
less. Okay, so we'll put a minute on here. I think you could eat half of that. That would be an ounce and a half. Virginia, what do you think he's going to do?
Oh boy, there's going to be a lot of spillage. He's going to end up having to get some of it off the table, and that's not going to work.
I mean, we don't have to ask her a full-on opinion.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We know what she's going to say.
No, I think he'll fall short of the goal.
You think he'll fall short of eating half of that?
Definitely.
So half is KVJ respectable.
Half
or,
is KVJ
Or
respectable.
KVG respectable.
KVG respectable.
Is the bit even respectable?
All right. Now you're just getting hurtful. Come on. You know how much this means to me.
Okay, if you'd like to see Jaybird trying to eat Jello with chopsticks, it's on Kvj TV right now.
Kevin, we're losing numbers at a rapid pace.
Yes. Run to YouTube.
The sad thing is this is all he's got.
All right. No, I
just
don't. I have a
nonstop,
very annoying friend, too, that likes to come over unannounced.
You love my company.
Crashing your weekends, huh?
Yes.
Okay, you ready to go here?
Nope.
All right. Perfect.
All right.
On your...
Let me just get that Pennington grip.
Okay, do you have a strategy with holding the chopsticks? Let me see how you got
I
that
do.
there.
I
Okay.
have the
Okay.
I kind of call it the railroad technique.
You're kind of putting both of them together, and you're just
Yes.
going to kind of spoon that up.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right.
All
Okay.
right.
Let's do this thing.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right, on your mark, get set, and go. You ever going for the world record for eating Jello with chopsticks?
He's getting little tiny pieces in there. I mean, they're small.
Yeah, he's kind of trying to grip it a little bit, but he's kind of scooping it up in. And yeah, it doesn't look like he's getting a lot up into his mouth. He's only 15 seconds in, though. He's got a long way to go.
How much time total does he have?
He's got 40 seconds left on the clock right now. He got a nice big glob of it right there. Okay, so he's still going for it, but a little dinky pieces is what he's able to get so far with the chopsticks. He's halfway done in time.
The pieces, they describe them as dinky ones.
Dinky ones, yes. A website he belongs to. Okay, he scooped a bunch in, but half of that Jello fell back out of his mouth and back into the cup. He's down to his last
Sucking
15
Jello.
seconds. He's got the cup tilted, and now he just coughed and choked on it and spit it all up. What he had there, he's at 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and
How embarrassing.
whoa! Wow, you could say he choked.
I mean, that was awful.
Oh, he's crying. He's got tears.
Can we at least look what I did? It's almost gone.
Let me see.
Look at that.
Yeah, you got a ton of it's gone.
Joke my ass. I got half of that, bruh.
Of 3, it was what, 3.2 ounces is what you had in there?
That's a KVJ win.
That's
over half.
Yeah,
It does look
that
like
is
over half.
Over half.
Can you stop insulting me and at least look in the cup?
But in true KVJ fashion, we do have an update here.
There's some on the counter, Kevin.
There's
okay.
a hair of hair.
Okay. Not enough. I mean, it looks like what you would say he probably ate a good 2 ounces of Jello. Would you say?
Take a break from the bad guy wrestling act for about 30 seconds and let's analyze this. What are people saying now?
Well, just kind of to give you an update, I would say, wouldn't you say about 2 ounces of Jello he ate, Virginia?
Maybe just shy, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, just shy. Just upon further reflection here on the Guinness World Record for the most Jello eaten with chopsticks in 1 minute, the record was set in 2017. It's 716 grams of Jello, which breaks down to just over 25 ounces.
So your math was wrong, you big dummy?
I sent it to Kevin. All of our maths are wrong. It's not nice to call people dumb either, especially when you're the one that's
Well, it
dumb
seemed,
too.
after seeing how much, I'm like, boy, that seems very, very doable.
It's a very small amount
Yes.
Where did the breakdown happen? Where did the confusion go down?
when you try to do math.
Why don't you got a lot of balls, lady? You of all people, I will beat you any day in a math test of any sort. Give me the word problem.
So probably technically you're actually about 23 ounces away from the world record, not 1. So I'm not sure that's respectable on any level.
I'm over here arguing about nothing at this point. This argument means nothing.
If y'all want to get a good laugh today, go to KVG TV and watch that whole thing go down.
Yeah, and if you want to cry and feel frustrated, we have 3 dirts today.
People are now just debating what the G should stand for, and the top vote getter is Grayson.
Grayson. Oh, man. I gotta change this segment around. Next week we're winning. Next week I legit have a shot of it.
Okay.
It's the most zips up and down in a minute.
Of your zipper on your pants?
Of your zipper on your pants. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Better have
7,
that thing
8.
oiled.
Oh, it's gonna be real oiled.
Okay.
Oiled just right.
Do you need a good grip for that?
I do. I got that whack.
You got that weak ass grip.
Look, I'm an athlete with injuries.
Can a guy with a weak ass grip break a world record for zipping?
This is the most unimpressive records anyone ever attempted.
That's why we love it. That's why it works for KVG.
I'm changing my name to Greg.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, you know, in Florida, we got the stand your ground law that is out there. If you feel threatened, you have the right to protect yourself, you know, if you're in your home or your vehicle. So it's an interesting case that 43-year-old PJ Nylaja Patterson is using the stand your ground excuse for why he killed an iguana. This happened all the way back on September 2nd, and this guy PJ is 6'3", 165 pounds. He said he was in fear for his life that this 3-foot green iguana was going to take him out. Now, they had this horrific encounter in Lake Worth Beach that was actually on video. Patterson saying the iguana savagely bit his arm, sending him to the hospital for 22 staples to close the wound, calling it a wild beast. He said the invasive reptile is thought to be the first time that anybody's pursued a stand your ground against a deadly confrontation with an iguana, and it is going through the court system. But as the court looked at it, authorities are accusing Patterson of being the one who's the aggressor, saying that he savagely beat, tormented, tortured, and killed the iguana in a half-hour attack that was caught on this surveillance video.
Oh, boy.
The prosecutor says the video is proof that at no time was the iguana posing any real threat. Now, in Florida, you can kill an iguana, but you have to do it humanely.
Okay, so if they have him on video being a savage and being cruel and taking how many minutes? 23 minutes to kill the thing?
It was like a 30-minute video, yeah.
Yeah, this guy may need to be in trouble because he might have tortured this animal and drew it out, and that's not cool.
A judge now ruled that Patterson isn't entitled to use stand your ground immunity and is going to face animal cruelty charges, which could lead to 5 years in prison.
Wow.
So there you go. Well, this seems to make some sense. You've heard about a lot of these states offering up different rewards if their citizens get the vaccine. I know in Ohio, they successfully did a lottery where you could win $1 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they gave away the prize already?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Dang.
Gave away $1 million to one person who got vaccinated. And now their neighboring state, West Virginia, they are doing the same thing. Prizes for West Virginians who get vaccinated. Here's what you could get.
On Father's Day, we're also going to give away 2 brand new custom outfitted trucks. We're going to give 5 custom hunting rifles and 5 custom hunting shotguns away. And also on Father's Day, we're going to make one of you a millionaire.
Is it me?
Wow.
Or does that guy
Yeah.
sound like he's doing a bad impersonation of Bill Clinton?
That's the West Virginia accent. It's very unique to that state.
if your state is lacking behind the national average, which Florida is,
Yeah.
in getting people vaccinated, and you want to stimulate them, West Virginia knows guns and trucks will get it done.
They do. Yeah, absolutely. If you had to say the 2 most important things, God might be one, but then guns and trucks
Yeah.
is right up
In
there.
any order, it could change. God, trucks, guns.
That's pretty
Bear.
much it. They know the way to their citizens' hearts. There's a guy in northern Wisconsin that got into a high-speed chase yesterday and tried to outrun the cops by driving through a field, but he had to stop when he encountered a massive wall of cows.
Oh, my.
Luckily, no cows or people were hurt.
Oh.
The guy got arrested, but yeah, well, that'll kind of stop you in your tracks.
Cow roadblock.
Another crazy video. Did you see the viral video of the teenager pushing the brown bear off her backyard wall?
Yes. I mean, the balls on that person.
These bears are getting crazy, man.
Yeah, the bear was up on the wall, and her dogs got out there and were kind of barking at the bear. The bear swooped one of the dogs up, and the teen came over and, like, just an unbelievable push at this big old bear off the wall, and then gathered the dogs up and took off back inside. The bear got back up on the wall, but that's where the video ends. It's very impressive, though.
Yeah, just the fact that you would go and try to confront the bear.
They
Yeah.
didn't show part 2 of all the other bears laughing at that bear because that bear was so embarrassed.
And then he goes back and eats that girl.
It's a skinny teen. Yeah, skinny teen took you out? Dog. Well, they say experts are worried that the price of meat might go up after a major cyber attack on the world's largest meat processing company.
Man, these cyber attacks are crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think getting how much money they're making, it's not even going to be close to the end of it. We're going to probably have all kinds of disruptions.
So what exactly will they do? They'll shut everything down to where they can't
I think
do anything?
They shut down all their production or their plant or their, computers that help them process and get the meat out there to people.
It's like someone hacking us, shutting everything down. You go to turn on the microphone and it won't come on.
It's happened to radio stations. They've done that. They've taken all the music and commercials and everything else, and they take over the control of it, and they say, pay us the ransom.
We wouldn't know if we got hacked because we have such crappy equipment. So, is it just the equipment or did we get hacked?
Let's tell them y'all can take the music.
Give them the
We
passwords.
good. We good.
Yeah, can you just shut down the music?
We can do a show with no music. We've done it before.
Oh, yeah. Remember the music went out, the computers?
Yeah.
There's a teenager in California that, I had that story already. A high school in Scranton, Pennsylvania had to be evacuated yesterday after a bobcat got in the building.
A bobcat?
Yeah. Or at least they thought it was a bobcat, but it turned out it was just a house cat that had been missing for 3 months. This has been a big house cat.
Okay. Totally different attitude usually, too.
Mm-hmm. There's a 28-year-old woman in Vancouver, British Columbia that got busted for drunk driving on Saturday and had to call somebody to pick her up. Then her twin sister showed up in another car and was even drunker, so she also got a DUI. Okay.
Don't call your drunk sister to pick you up from your DUI arrest.
Not a good idea. Not a good idea. And boy, this turned around to bite these guys in the butt fast. There were a group of boaters that were out on a lake in Washington on Memorial Day, and they were taunting another group that was flying a gay pride flag.
I saw this on TikTok. They were flipping them off. It was a boat, like a speedboat looking boat, and they were flipping off the boat of the gay people with the gay pride flag.
Now, this was just because they were gay? There's nothing before this had happened?
I don't know about that. They were doing like circles around them and like really being mean to them.
Yeah, and then the first group's boat caught on fire, and then the people that were taunting them had to rescue them.
Yeah, the mean people that were flipping off the gay people, their boat caught on fire and sank. And all of them were in the water.
And then they helped them.
And the gay people rescued them.
Which is awesome, because, you should help people when they're drowning.
To me, hopefully that's the ultimate lesson to you in life. On one, not being a jerk, and two, being kind.
And karma, it'll get you quick.
Yeah, what a powerful lesson, though, too, that they came and rescued him and didn't just let him go.
You're right.
That's great.
Mm-hmm. Well, there is a Disney TikTok hack on how to get a free shirt, and all you have to do is the one you wear to the park. You got to show some underboob, at least according to Amanda DeMeo. She is on TikTok and had this hack for you.
Okay, guys, new Disney hack. If you're wearing a shirt that shows a little underboob, they'll write you a ticket when you first enter Magic Kingdom, so you can get a free shirt at the nearest gift shop. I just got a $75 t-shirt just because I was wearing a shirt that was exposing my underboob a little bit. So, yeah, if you want free Disney shirts, that's the hack.
Okay.
That's genius.
I'm sure Disney loves it. Oh, Disney's going to hear that. They're going to come back there. So, you think Disney going to take that? Hell no.
Disney going to wind up losing money.
No, that mouse is not going to take that.
No, you're not going to hack Disney. Okay, we got some digital drama here today. This one from Ashley getting called out by her ex, claiming that she's scamming people with her OnlyFans account.
What's she doing?
Well, we're going to find out here. We got Bird playing the role of Ashley, Denny's will be Dan, and I will play the role of Greg.
Dudes need to stop hitting on me. It's annoying AF. Do I have easy written on my forehead or something?
Here comes Dan. You're not that hot, but you are that thirsty. Stop making desperate posts.
Someone's butthurt because I broke up with them. Only one who's desperate is you, Dan. And you always got jealous when guys oogled my goodies.
Goodies.
Oogled?
Ogled.
This is the last thing I'll say, and this is the last thing I'll say publicly, and then I'm blocking you.
It's going great.
You rip people off with your OnlyFans account. All the friends need to know what a lowlife you are, and you're a thief.
Wow.
My OnlyFans account is not a scam. You're just mad because you have to pay to see my naked ass these days. Uh-huh. You wish you had all this again, but you blew it because you suck in bed and you suck in life. Now go block me and cry in the corner.
Hey, Ashley, what's the link to your OnlyFans account?
Yeah. Right. You want this, don't you?
Yeah, I do, Ashley. I'm hard up.
What was she scamming about? You just call.
I know. What's the scam?
I think he is mad because he's got to pay to see her naked now.
At OnlyFans.
We got to get that KVG OnlyFans going.
Someone emailed me about it. They do it, and they said they think we would be great at it.
Really?
They think they have their whole OnlyFans thing. They think we all have our own little quirks that would work on an OnlyFans, and it doesn't have to get sexual.
Okay.
She was telling me all about it.
Let's do it.
I'm in.
It's time
Side
to go. Huh?
hustle.
Time to get on that horse.
It's time to get him. It's time to get on.
Okay. Well, in this digital drama post here, Clark thinks his neighbor Sean is stealing power from him. I believe this came from next door. But Clark might actually not have all the details about the situation here. Virginia's going to play the role of Clark, and I will be Sean in this post, and Jaybird is going to play the role of Julie.
Oh, he's a great Julie.
I am.
Okay. Go ahead, Clark.
My neighbor is stealing my power, and I'm about to go beat his ass.
Hey, Clark, it's your neighbor. I heard you want to beat my ass. Well, you know where I live. I'd love to discuss this ass beating you just brought up.
Didn't your mama ever teach you not to steal things from people, especially your neighbor? You're a thief, and I'm calling you out. You don't like it? I don't give an S-bomb.
Only bitch-ass cowards handle beef on social media. Come say it to my face like a man. Don't run your mouth like a little girl on the internet. Quit hiding behind your computer.
Damn.
You're stealing power from my family. You're lucky I'm a chill-ass dude, or I'd be beating that ass.
You need to lay off the weed, man. I'm not stealing power from you. Ask your wife. I paid her $100 to use your power.
Calm down, Clark. I said calm down. Sean is right. I forgot to tell you about this. Nobody's stealing anything. I'm at work, and someone told me you're fighting on the internet again. Log off right now, honey, and apologize to Sean.
I want my $100 then. Sorry, Sean.
Okay. I've cleared that up.
Great read.
The wife probably is keeping the money and has a side hustle.
I think she's sleeping with. I think she's sleeping with Sean.
Maybe she should do OnlyFans too.
That's layered.
That was a great read, y'all. I wanted more.
You want more? Well, send them to us. Do a screenshot. Mail at kvjshow.com. Well, one thing that Jaybird and Denny's know so well is the modern woman and what gets her going. So when they had a debate and couldn't see eye to eye, Virginia, we were like, whoa, I mean, who knows more?
Well, it's not that we don't see eye to eye. It was a discussion because we were always trying to talk about topics for the show, and we thought it could be a good topic. Does the modern day woman prefer watching porn compared to reading the books? We've always been told that, oh, women, they like to read books and they're more cerebral when it comes to sex and they gotta really warm the oven up. And I don't think that's completely true with the modern day woman. I think a lot more women are watching porn compared to reading it like they did back in the 90s.
First of all, only old men say modern day woman.
Oh, of course, it's the joke. And only old women call it a joke.
Every chick's gonna be different.
Oh,
some bitches like to read, some bitches like to watch videos.
Well, of course, everyone's going to be different, but what I'm saying is...
You got more video chicks than you did in the past. Sure.
Are there more video now than there is reading the books?
Yeah, I think so.
I think there is. I do.
I guess the question would be the numbers. I think that the percentages are going to be higher, obviously, for women than men. I don't know of any guys that actually read their adult material.
We don't read instructions. We don't read directions. We don't read our porn.
We don't read people. I'm kidding.
But if you look at where ladies themselves stand, what do you prefer, reading or watching your porn? Right now, at about 50 votes in, it's split down the middle, 50-50. Half and half, so neither one of you are technically wrong.
Well, I remember us talking about 50 Shades of Grey when that was all big, and you know, every report was women, they love to read 50 Shades of Grey way more than they love watching porn. I don't think that's true for a lot of women. I think that's, again, media telling us how to think.
The one thing, and I'm just using my wife, my own personal experience, watching her. She seems to like a TV show or movie that has romance and relationship around the sex. There's a little bit more of a plot.
She turns off the sex part.
Well, she'll watch it, but I do notice like if a show comes on and they get right at it and then it's like hit it and quit it, she doesn't seem to like that. But she doesn't mind it, and I think she's really into it when there is emotions that are tied to the sex that happens on the screen. It seems to be a different experience for her. And I'm wondering if you're talking about reading it, you get more of that experience leading up to it than if you're maybe just watching a quicker video.
Well, the thing about porn is there are videos now where it does have your lead up. You can, there's legit, they're called porn for women because it's got a little bit more of a storyline to it.
Okay, maybe we can
That's
trick
smart,
her.
yeah.
Let's trick her into watching it.
I will say our chat room is almost a slam dunk. They like watching it compared to reading it. Mm-hmm. But the chat room's different, though. They're very honest.
It's filled with modern women.
They're filled with modern women.
Okay.
I was totally kidding with that.
Well, you can go check out the Twitter poll we have. Right now it's 50-50 on reading versus watching.
Okay.
And if it is, why?
It's fun to read people talking about reading porn.
Yes.
That's what you're doing right now on the chat room scroll.
He's ready to go.
Oh, I'm watching the chat room.
Yeah. Well, you notice it started to rain finally. We've had quite a drought. The water levels have been low. If you've been cruising around any canals, lakes, things like that. But finally started to rain a little bit the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Kind of like the way it is. The rainy season, I think, is finally here.
I know, man. I got that bag right now, that burnt ass grass.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of places that are like that.
You need to get that artificial turf.
Yeah, no, I love that you put a video up about a crawfish and have the comments are, yeah, why are your lawn birds?
Your lawn looks terrible.
Cool.
What are you growing, straw?
Yeah. I love the internet.
So yesterday I looked out my window. I'm not far from the radio station, and I noticed it was raining, but I noticed it was also just a little bit before 5 p.m., and our cutoff is at 3. Yesterday you'd said there would be no rain, and I don't think there was any rain that happened.
There wasn't.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So, no, yesterday, Steve Weagle's TV station, Channel 5, it said the same thing. You're going up against one of the greatest meteorologists of the modern era against your ankle, which apparently can detect rain because you sprained it so severely once upon a time.
Look, this bit is a slow burn. It's going to take a minute for it to really hit.
Okay.
Can you let me know which minute it's going to be so I can tune back in then? 'Cause I don't know, this thing's dragging.
No, you're right, but blame the drought, dog. Blame the weather.
We started when they kicked off the rainy season, and then we went 2 weeks without rain.
I mean, I can.
What the heck?
I can end it, but then I lose the weeks. I don't think you want that either. Now we're so in it.
I don't. We're so in it. There's just pride on the line.
I do notice KVJ Nation is not tweeting him as much. I think you need to kick that back up.
They're not tweeting about this at all.
One person did.
All right, what do you say about today's forecast? Rain or not here at our studios in West Palm Beach before 3 p.m., Jaybird?
It's unfortunate, Kevin, but once again, we're going to have no rain.
No rain today. Okay.
The ankle has spoken. That's not me, it's my ankle.
Again, so far, we've got better than not chances. No rain again is what Weeks Station is saying. Only 33% chance of rain today.
See, you know, we're in an old-fashioned standstill, as they say in the business.
Standoff?
No, stand still, Virginia. You don't get weather.
I get dueling. You and Weeks are dueling. This is standoff.
Stand still, you just shot me. You just said stand still. No, it's supposed to be stand off, Bob.
I don't want to say anything about shots. Let's just keep it. Let's keep it innocent.
Okay, so yeah, for 33%. I will tell you, though, that things start to change as the week goes on. So maybe we'll get some separation.
Okay, Weeks, got my eye on you.
Okay, so again, the call is no rain here at our studios by 3 p.m. today. We'll let you know, do we have that? And then we'll check in with the following day's forecast tomorrow in Weeks versus Ankle. Oh, Suits is going to be excited. There's more updates about cruising returning back to normal, ships getting back out, which is great for us with travel and tourism and everything else that goes along with cruising here in South Florida. Disney Cruise Lines has received approval to start test cruises at the end of the month.
Oh.
Yeah. They say the announcement of test cruises signals that that Disney Cruise Lines will not go with the mandate of having at least 95% vaccinated passengers and 98% vaccinated crew members in order to bypass test cruises. That seems to be the biggest question, is the standoff that is happening right now with the CDC and Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida. So DeSantis is saying, what, $5,000 fine for each person that they try to show a vaccine passport to get on board.
Yeah, we've heard that.
And they were saying, not going to do it. There is a poll that is out where 80% of cruise enthusiasts say they would prefer to sail with a vaccine requirement. So it sounds like people actually like cruising. A majority of them are like, I'm cool showing a vaccine requirement. I know Such went out to get his. Because he definitely wanted to make sure he was prepared for the cruises. The news that we have, is there anything radically different? Because I'm seeing Disney Cruise Lines here. They're mentioning Royal Caribbean and also Carnival Cruises.
Yeah, it seems like they're all getting their approval. I did see, it was only one report, but it was from Forbes, that there is a potential that there might be an exclusion in that law that they put through so cruise lines can ask about vaccines, because it's becoming such a huge standoff between the cruise lines. If you're doing the test cruises, like you said, the point of those is to prove you can do it without guaranteeing the vaccination rates. That's why some cruise lines are doing that.
Right.
But, I mean, most people seem to feel more comfortable on those ships with vaccines. I feel like just let them do what they're going to do. It's a cruise ship going out into the middle of the ocean. If the CDC wants to mandate that, I mean, it's not like they're stopping you from going grocery shopping if you don't have a vaccine. It's a cruise.
Yeah.
You know?
You'll be okay if you're not allowed to sail the seas.
I hate to say it like that, but it seems like a different scenario than most cases with the vaccine passport rule, and I just don't see, how they can do this without asking if you're vaccinated. I mean, they've had to do that before with cruise lines. If you cruise to certain parts of the world before this, you had to have certain vaccines to get on board. So I don't see how
shots,
this is different.
Up to date on your shots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you went somewhere like out cruising to Asia or parts of the South Pacific, they have vaccine requirements for those cruises. So I don't see how it's any different now.
Gotta make sure you're up on your rubella. I get it.
It's always rubella with you.
He loves rubella for some reason. I don't know his thing. He's got a rubella boner.
But it'll be interesting to see if they do come out and make an exemption for the cruise lines. I was very interested by that report from Forbes to see if that comes true.
Well, I think people want to know, too, if you're a concert enthusiast, if you're anywhere that is like, if sports enthusiast, what places are going to have any kind of restrictions and whatnot. I mean, I'm taking a look at college football, and right now, my favorite college team, they're hopeful that they will have a full stadium, which is over 100,000 people crammed together. Yelling, screaming, spitting, fighting, all that kind of good fun stuff.
The good stuff.
Yeah, the good stuff. So is that going to go down? Timetable for cruises, say the test cruises, June 29th to July 1st, and then maybe by July 2nd, looks like Freedom of the Seas possibly could be taken off.
Yeah, so Freedom of the Seas, I think, is going to do those test cruises, too. Celebrity's the one, which is a Royal Caribbean brand, where they went straight to paid voyages. I think it's July 26th they're supposed to set sail. But doing that route, you have to do the vaccination. So that's where I think this big fight is going to come in with celebrity cruises. They're going to be one to watch.
Okay. So everybody keeping an eye on that, whatever it is your thing, cruising, concerts, sporting events. The After the Show podcast is going to be coming up. You can watch it live on YouTube. Easy place to check out. It's also on demand there anytime you want as well. Before we get to that, though, Jay Bird is going to wrap us up here with his thought for the day.
Yes, I like this one. Don't let your ears hear what your eyes didn't see, and don't let your mouth say what your heart doesn't feel.
It sounds kind of anti-gossip. I don't like it.
All right. Not going for that.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.